Back old days, it's mountain and rivers to divide cultures, right? But nowadays we manually make those borders. So what I want to do is to make sure there's no borders in e-crafts. E-crafts is for everyone. My name's Yiran and I'm founder of eCraft, which is based in northwest London, a crafts studio, especially focused on traditional cultural handicrafts from southwestern China. I moved to London 10 years ago as a student. When I studied in London, I experienced big variety of diversity culture in London, but I realized China still be viewed as one single cultural source rather than a diversity place. I'm from Yunnan, Dali. I'm a bi-ethnic minority, so when I tell people story of different ethnic minorities in China, a lot of people haven't heard of it. Gradually, this more become a place for inviting people. Doesn't matter where they're from, they can always tell their own stories in e-crafts. I think it's a craft or story that can be individualized, that everyone's stories matters. Crafts have very specific way to create the connection is the human touch. We always talk about technology. My mom was saying, your business is gonna fail because no one's gonna want to pay money learning old crafts in 20, 30 years time. Actually, I think it's the opposite, because in the future we're gonna lose the human touch. What we want is actually touching the materials, touching the human hand. We call this like a warmth of the fabric, and those things can't be replicated by AI or any sort of technology. I don't really see the tradition is the opposite to the future. A lot of time the tradition is the solution for the future. I got invited to teach a sustainable fashion module in the Birmingham City University. The whole class fell into the module of sustainability, which is again a topic that we all quite associate with the future, right? How to make things sustainable. But then what I'm teaching is a tradition that from over 1,000 years ago. We didn't really start a fashion brand or a new brand that redesigning the jewelry or clothing. We literally just use whatever the people making in the village and we sell it as what it is. That is fashionable enough. I want to make sure people understand what is a traditional ethnic minority crafts first before we move on to the modernized version of it. Zha-Ran is basically stitch resist. We actually stitch the fabric first and then dye it and unstitch. So it's a very time-consuming process. So we call this 疙瘩布, like knot fabric in Dali local language. And there was a saying in the family motto is 解开人间疙瘩, untie the knot in your heart, and 细变人间真情. And you will see the real love or emotions in your life. In a way, it's a very philosophical craft as well. You have to unstitch your work then to see what you actually been creating. So you never really know about your life until you die.